So I was recently contacted by Glassboard Studios, and they asked me if I wanted to do an affiliate project with them. And I said yes when I found out what type of products that they carry. I think this is something that all of you would enjoy, and I wanted to share that with you today. And if you stick around, I will have a 25% off coupon for anything in their store, which is a phenomenal Black Friday deal. So let's get started on what the product is. So what you see here on my desk surface is the product that I received from Glassboard Studios, and that is a true white glass mat. This is 24 inches wide by 18 inches tall. It is so large I can't even get it all in the screen so that you can see it all at one time. So I'll put a photo of it on the screen as well. But I did want to show you as much as I could. Now, one of the things that is tough about filming with a glass mat is that you can see the reflection of my camera, hello, and the light up above. I haven't figured out a way to fix that yet. I've even gone so far as to turn off my other lights so that they wouldn't be reflective in this mat as well. So please bear with me as I give a review on this product and that you'll be able to see the light. You may be wondering why I decided to work with Glassboard Studios, and that's because after I read all of the features that this particular glass mat provides, I was sold and wanted to share that with all of you. I recently purchased a Tim Holtz glass mat, but I found that even though it was great that I could have all my mixed media products on one side and a glass mat section on the other, I still found that it really just wasn't large enough for me. I just like a larger surface to work with, and this is definitely that. With it being 24 inches wide and 18 inches tall, it is almost filling up the size of my desktop, which is awesome. And the fact that it has some of the same, if not more, features available to it than the Tim Holtz glass mat was another bonus. So now I'm going to go through some of the features of this glass mat, and then I'm also going to do some demonstrations. In addition to the size of the mat, I love the fact that this is a 1/4 of an inch thick tempered glass. I also like that the edges are rounded, so not only are they beveled on the corner, they are beveled here on the sides as well. So it's a very nice, smooth feeling for your fingers. Now, the glass mat itself is extremely heavy, so you must be careful when trying to pick it up and move it. It also has little rubber feet on the underside, and if you make the correct selection, you can get this board with a metal backing, and with that metal backing, it creates a magnetic surface. So this entire surface is magnetic, which is awesome. Now, to use the magnetic feature, you will need rare earth magnets, and they do sell them in their shop. You can get a pack with this size, and it's about 1 1/8 by 1 1/2 inches. And I got a pack of 3. These are extremely, extremely magnetic. I already pinched myself once when messing around with them, so I advise you to be very careful as well with these. But they're wonderful. You want them to have a strong magnetic pull so that when you do put your paper underneath them, that it's going to hold it down to your surface so that you could do any stenciling or stamping or whatever it is that you're using your products for. So having this be a magnetic craft mat was another major bonus. Usually you don't see them this large, but I love the fact this entire thing is magnetic. Now, another feature that I like is the actual gray grid that you'll see in the background of the glass mat. It has 1-inch blocks, and they are done in 1/4 of an inch increments. You also have 1/8 of an inch dash lines going across the center lines and along the edges. So you really get the true function of a ruler on this glass mat, which is really nice. You'll also see that there are 3 diagonal lines, which is at 30, 45, and 60 degrees. So if you're setting up a card or some other type of grid, you would be able to use those functions and to help set that up, especially when you have your magnets that can hold down what you're working on. So this mat is also heat resistant, so that means that you can heat emboss on it. And I actually tried that feature out and it worked wonderfully. It was so nice to be able to have a glass mat that you could do some heat embossing on. So the mat is easy to clean, and it can be cleaned by using water, alcohol, or any household product. And quite frankly, I have used baby wipes and they have worked perfectly. So what I've done here is added some acrylic paint, just some Craft Smart acrylic paint. I'm letting that dry just to kind of give you some examples. Here is a Sharpie pen. I have an opaque pigment marker. And I have one of the metallic markers from the Dollar Tree. Might as well try that out. And I have a Spectrum Noir alcohol marker, but I don't think it's, yeah, it's not, it's not bright enough that you can see it. And it's the only one I had in handy. But I did want to show you kind of all of these. So as you can see, this board can be used as a whiteboard because I've written on there and they're already dry. The only one that kind of blends is the Dollar Tree one. Everything else is dry and not smearing. The acrylic paint is dry as well. So I just want to demonstrate using the baby wipe on here. We'll just see how easy this cleans off. Super simple. So as you can see, there's no ghosting of the color. It's all coming up super easy. Now with the acrylic paint, you do have to scrub a little bit harder than you do on the other ones, but still, look how easy that is coming up. Then I'll just take a paper towel and wipe it dry. This cleans up super nice. I've even tried wax melts on here, and those came off the glass mat super easy. You couldn't even tell that you created a wax seal on the mat. Previously, when I wanted to use my craft knife, I would have to pull out one of the Dollar Tree mats or one of the self-healing mats that I have in my stash. Well, now I don't have to do that anymore. This glass mat is scratch resistant, which is awesome. I can put my paper on the mat, add a magnet or two to hold it in place. Take my Tim Holtz ruler and we're going to give it a cut. I love that I can line up everything by just looking at the mat. 2 cuts through, very clean, and there are no lines on the craft mat. Wonderful. I love that feature. It does come with a lifetime warranty, which is another great feature. The only thing that you should not do is submerge the entire craft mat in water. So don't do that. Now I have a little scrap piece of cardstock here. I wanted to demonstrate using Distress Oxide directly on the mat and a stencil. So I'm just pulling the ink from the craft mat right onto the stencil. I love that you can put all your mixed media products on the glass mat and still have all of this room to work with. Now this is just an example to kind of show you. there you have it. You also got to see how the magnets work by holding the stencil and the paper down without any issues. And just to show you that you can use Purell hand sanitizer to clean up the ink, I just did a little squirt and it comes right up. And then I just go over it with a paper towel. It cleans beautifully. So these are some of the products that we tried out today. I hope you have enjoyed this demonstration, and we'll check out Glassboard Studios' website. Again, this is the perfect time of year to make a purchase with the 25% off for Black Friday. The coupon here on the screen is available today through Tuesday at midnight Mountain Standard Time, November 29th. I will have a unique link in the description box below to take you right out to their website, where you can check out this wonderful glass mat as well as their other products that they carry. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you have enjoyed this. I'll see you next time.